Here we go, y'all. Y'all know how we be doing out there. BossMack in the atmosphere. Look, kissing, baby, and shaking hands, man. Out here doing.
Talk to him, BossMack.
You hear me? What the fuck I got to do out here to make it black, open, and you are now experiencing the world famous BossMack podcast. RNS, y'all. RN motherfucking S. Oh yes, today is a beautiful day. I'm happy as fuck to be up in it doing this. Y'all niggas already know how I get down. Nothing but good game when I come around. BossMack topsoil, y'all got to love the sound. Whoa. Yes indeed. Here to give you what you need with speed. Real niggas always in the lead.
Say that, say that.
What's up with y'all niggas out there?
What's happening?
The BossMack podcast is in full motion right now. And we got some illustrious special guests in this motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
We got the world-renowned SKIPP TOWNSEND in this motherfucker with us.
What's going on, BossMack?
How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm alive and well, not dead, not in jail.
Hey, see? That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. And we got my people's Big Goldie in this motherfucker.
Yes, sir. All the way.
And we got Big E.
That's right. What's happening?
Big E with the return. You feel me? Blessings to all y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in here fucking with us.
Much love.
And you know, we got the world famous Bompton Boogaloo.
Yeah. Shout out to all the fat bitches riding dick with a t-shirt on.
The face of Bompton is in this motherfucker. You understand me?
That's how we starting this shit. Let's go. I'm pumped up. I'm ready. It's raining. Got my big dogs in here. Let's talk about it.
Get it done.
Okay,
Yeah,
Skip,
man.
how you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm good, brother. Good to be here.
Yeah,
Be
man.
alive.
It's a pleasure to see you. A pleasure to meet you. I done seen you do your thing on the internet a few times, interviewing high profile members out there. You know,
Yes, sir.
I was seeing you interview different individuals, and I was seeing the homages and everything. I was like, wait a minute, why are they showing this man so much respect? Wait a minute. And then I realized you was a factor out there.
Just keeping it real, that's all, man. Just being a real dude, man, and always doing what I say I'm gonna do, and you know, I never put extras on it. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So yeah, you know, a lot of people come out there and talk about their time in the pen and jail and all the dudes they done knocked out and shit. And I tell the truth, man. I won about 15 fights, you know. Out about 300, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
But I tell the truth about things, man. That's, you know,
I
a lot
feel
of
you.
people don't do that.
I feel you, brother. I feel the respect and the admiration though that they have for you. I could detect that just from observing, like you feel me.
Straight up.
So salute to your processes and what you got going. You know what I'm saying? Big Goldie is in here.
Yes, sir.
I done had your son on the show before, back in the day, way back in the days. He was one of like the first homies I had on the show.
Okay.
Shine time,
Shine
grind time.
He came through and tried to do his thing. You know, he's a little nervous and shit.
Yeah.
But he did his thing, though. You know,
That's right.
glad to have you on
Yeah.
here.
Thanks, man, for having me, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah. How your day? How you doing today?
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed by the best, man. You know,
I feel you,
I'm
brother.
here talking to you. You know what I mean? So I can't complain about nothing every day.
Yeah, I feel you.
Best day.
I feel you. Biggie, how you doing,
Hey,
brother?
what's happening, man? I'm blessed.
You good?
Yeah, I'm blessed.
Was you able to hit the weight pile today?
I rest Saturday and Sunday. I'll be back
Okay,
in the
well,
morning, though, 2 o'clock.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Biggie be hitting the weight pile. Boogaloo, how you doing?
Beats. I'm good, man. It's raining. You know, I drove slow, but I got here. I mean, I think everybody beat me, but I was here on time, you know.
Yeah.
In my eyes. But I'm doing good, though, man. I'm doing good. You know, we've been grinding lately. Podcast doing good, you know. YouTube be cheating us out our numbers, but we still pushing. We just go keep doing what we doing.
It's a weird thing. It's a disconnect between the numbers that you see
And the people that walk up to
and
me
then
every
the
day.
people that walk up to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had a motherfucker. I was checking out my groceries, man, and a motherfucker rolled up on me while I was checking out my groceries. BossMack, what's up? I was like, whoa.
That shit ain't a little nerve wracking nigga just popping up on you.
I was like, whoa.
Can I beat that real quick?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm pumping gas. I'm on Rosecrans right after Atlantic before you get to towards Ludus Park. The Mexican dudes is, so Arco got cheap gas, so I go over there, man. The Mexican dudes is eyeballing. They staring at me. They start talking to each other, and then they start walking up on me. I was like, well, that's it. Shit. That's how it ends.
Yeah,
They about to get me right here, right?
right.
So I turn around, I stand there, and I'm like, what's happening? And they say, hey, man, wasn't you on this documentary and this? And I said, oh, my God, man, y'all just scared the shit out of me.
Blessings.
You know what I mean?
Blessings.
And I said, yeah, I was. And he told me, I told you, fool. I told you. And I was like, man, I was sitting there ready to just go ahead and just pee on myself. Man, I'm like, yeah, they got me. What can I do? You know what I mean?
People really be watching. People really be watching, bro.
Nigga, never get used to that.
It's a
Nigga,
real
never
thing.
get used to that, man.
Man.
It's a real thing, and that's really what we do it for. But it's like it's shocking when you face with the reality of people you don't know saying shit to you.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out Bori and that motherfucker, my dog, and everybody else in that bitch. Let us know where you tapping in from. I see somebody say your name right there too, Skip.
What's that at?
Boy, stay active.
Let's say a little P from tapping in with you, OG Skip, neighborhood, whatever you say. You ain't gonna say that all day, all love. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
chat, let us know where y'all tapping in from. Hey, Rosecrans, Bori, let the haters talk though. Don't just get the sexual deviance up out of there, man. Let the haters talk though. Let the haters talk. All right, the show is always brought to you by BossMack Streetwear. You could go through BossMack Streetwear and cop some BossMack Streetwear. You see, I got on some offensive BossMack Streetwear right now. The world famous bitch relax. You know, it's a lot of niggas that can't wear this, but if you can, this is a very provocative shirt to get you a lot of attention when you walk in the room. I'm trying to tell you, when the BossMack be out and about doing this thing, you know, I got a certain type of rotation that I be doing. I be going to the same supermarkets, the same places. And if I walk in there and I don't have on some shit like this, man, them bitches be getting irritated. They be like, BossMack, why you ain't wearing one of your shirts today? I need that. So I'm trying to tell you, they be moving the crowd, man, making people happy, smile, fuck with me, don't fuck with them, man.
It starts dialogue.
And then I got some non-offensive type shit, you know what I'm saying? If you can't wear this because your bitch ain't gonna let you, I got PG for you, you know what I'm saying? But we put game on the shirt to make bitches want to flirt, nigga.
Yeah.
And it's real.
Yes.
Also, if you need some game because you're struggling with your bitch out there, tap in, man. I got the low rates, good consultation, man.
Low rates.
I try to take, look, man, I don't even want to take your money if I can't bless you with high quality game. It's not cookie cutter game. I listen to your issues and your problems and I diagnose properly. Now, sometimes it might be bitter and difficult medicine that has to be applied to your situation. Like I might tell you, you got to let that bitch go. You know what I'm saying? And that might be hard to hear, but it's for your own good, man. A lot of times you could dismiss a bitch to get her to come back stronger with more enthusiasm and effort for you. But you got to have the courage
To let her go.
to let a bitch go. You feel me? And remember, the God flows through you, nigga, and then to the bitch.
Preach.
Fuck with me, don't fuck with them.
Preach.
I promise you.
Preach.
All right. Niggas in the news.
Niggas need to stay out the news.
Niggas need to stay out the news, but they cannot.
Even if they try.
It's a sad thing.
Yeah, it is,
And
man.
I would like to start it off by some of the most prominent. Hey, shout out to Joe Blast for that $5 right there.
Shout out Joe Blast, nigga. We fuck with you, nigga.
Okay, one of the first niggas in the news. I gotta discuss the Takeoff. They are collecting. They are collecting. They are arresting people.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have arrested Lil Cam, and they have arrested a DJ nigga.
Pat.
Who
DJ
they-
Pat.
DJ Pat, who they say did it.
Yeah.
They say he did it. Obviously, the police have been looking at them other cameras from within the businesses to show the very clear view of what happened in the plays and okay. I have an individual in here with me right now who has protected celebrities in the past. Biggie.
Right. What's happening?
Okay. I wanted to, chop it up with you because you've been out there with Rowdy Rich moving around. Same level as Migos type of motherfucker.
Right.
All right. Dice games. Have y'all ever did a dice game?
No. Only time that happens if you're amongst your peoples.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. That's.
Not in a big ass environment like that. Right.
Would you okay, as security, did you have a say so in scenarios like that if y'all was out like that and that came up?
You know, you got to. If you don't see something's right and it ain't right, you gotta let him know. It's up to him whether he's gonna take it or not.
Right.
But it's good to put it in his ear.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you heard all about this situation.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think you would have picked up on that? Like, let's say y'all was in that situation, shooting dice, and the tension started going up.
Immediately, I would have. Hey man, let's just go on and get up out of here.
Yeah.
And it's not no need to argue. First of all, rule number one: we ain't in our town.
Right.
Rule number one.
What you say, foreign land?
Foreign land,
Yeah.
foreign soil. Yeah.
Cockiness got to stay at a minimum.
Man.
That's real.
Right.
Just can't do that, man.
I feel you.
That whole shit was bad.
Right.
It wasn't right.
Okay, now the individuals that have been arrested. I was wondering. They say that the dude that did the killing, they say he like a regular kind of dude. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard people speak about him.
Right.
And they say, kind of with the bullshit. It wasn't his first time or whatever.
He done killed a motherfucker before. Yeah.
Allegedly, that's what they say.
Right. He beat a murder.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think his downfall is trying to get to what was that, a passport in his name?
Yeah.
Trying to get the
filed for that.
Yeah, I felt that was the downfall because it was in his name.
Right.
And it's gonna be shown that you use that in your name to go to this certain area. I mean, they was gonna catch you regardless. You know what I'm saying?
I was surprised he didn't just come out here and just drive into Tijuana like type shit.
That would have been the more smarter thing.
Because you could just drive into Tijuana without the passport.
I know. So when I seen that he tried to do shit in his own name and get up out of here in his own name, I said, "Oh, he ain't too smart."
Right.
That wasn't no smart move right there, dog. That wasn't smart.
So how do you what's your thoughts on how this played out? Do you think he was responding to one of they people pulling out a gun?
I think niggas
Because it's on. They got that camera angle where they got the dude from they camp pulling out with his hand. He clutching. One of
Talking about the Migos camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he was responding to that?
I think he possibly could be responding to that, but Jay Prince Jr. and them all them, them is big names, and nigga was trying to get that back to show that he's able to protect the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of niggas will shoot you behind them type niggas because they know it's a bag involved.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, bro. I think that was just tragic, bro, that it just happened the way it happened. I still don't understand how he was hit from behind, though.
Right. It seemed like he, what's your thoughts on that, Skip?
Everything y'all talking about, man. I think that it's unfortunate, number one.
Right.
I think that, people, when they get around certain individuals and they know that they got money,
right?
They ready to jump off the bridge for them.
Right.
That ain't really cool. But at the same time, something that he said, man. Like if I'm that type of dude, I'm gonna listen to the person who's supposed to be there with me. To say, hey, look, this ain't cool. We ain't in our town. Let's bounce.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think it was a lot of people who really let Takeoff down, man. They even his own uncle should have been like, hey, look, man, this ain't cool. Come on, let's get up out of here. But that ego and that pride, man, make a motherfucker stay and argue.
Yeah.
And,
I low-key blanked it on Quavo for even arguing with them niggas. Right. Even if because they was trying to say that the dice was loaded, and that's part of their hustle. Like they get you in a dice game and then try to,
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'd have been in some dice games like that.
Even if that's happening to you, you can't get mad though. Like if you ain't in your soil, you shouldn't even be in a dice game. I mean,
but if you are, you might as well just say, "Hey man, look, I'm good."
Right at a certain point, like after you took enough of the L, like okay, I done donated enough money to y'all, and let me just keep it pushing. But to argue,
yeah, that's out of pocket.
And then say, let me leave before I hurt somebody.
I think that was the final straw. That saying that was what probably like got somebody socked. Yeah. I seen after he said that before I hurt somebody, I seen somebody swing. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody got swung on.
Right.
So I think that definitely lit the fuse right there.
You know how that goes.
Yeah, you can't be in somebody's town, especially talking to them niggas like that, and you got nothing but young niggas around. You know what I mean? Are just ready to do anything for this nigga, do whatever for this nigga. They say that only them be having stripes or whatever. They say they check everybody else. I don't know how the other nigga, you feel what I'm saying? I guess he was with them. That's how he got his shit in.
Right.
But just by knowing that, nigga, we only got one. You know what I mean? And these niggas got so many. I mean, I would have tried to diffuse the situation way better than how it was done.
Shout out to NHB TV Stockton in the building with the dub. I appreciate that. We always appreciate that. Every dime count, man. Blessings. Yeah. So, okay. Do you think this could reach up to Jay Prince Jr.? What you think, Skip?
Oh, definitely could reach up to him, man. And I'm sure that by his presence and his name being out there, they probably gonna subpoena him to court. They probably gonna,
definitely
bring him in, if nothing else, just to hear him say, "Should I plead the fifth?" You know what I mean?
Right.
But of course they gonna bring him in. Man.
Yeah.
Now, what about DJ Pat implicating him possibly? You think that's in the card?
I don't think so, man. It seemed, I heard the same thing y'all heard, that somebody tried to rob DJ Pat about 5-6 years ago, and he did it.
Right.
So it seemed like DJ Pat is
a solid individual.
Like he know what's up.
He know what's up, so he probably got his mouth closed. Probably just say, "Give me a cot, man. Give me a bail. Let me see if I can get up out of here." But
yeah, they his bail is 2 M's. And then they said he can't talk to Jay Prince and them. The conditions of the bail, he can't talk to them. None of them. Right. Nobody affiliated with their family and shit.
Did they say how much was Lil Campbell? I think it's a lot less.
His is less than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own his head because he tried to leave. He was trying to leave.
It kind of seemed like they know who. Yeah, it kind of seemed like they know who did it.
They finna press Cam on the other look because they snatched him up for a whole bunch of little shit. Like they figured out every kind of charge to get him for all the shit he did, and so they pressing him.
Yeah, it seemed like they know he wasn't the one who actually.
Yeah,
man, it seemed like they want him for information.
I think it's on camera.
Oh yeah,
I think it's clear on camera, like him just really. You know,
yeah, because that's what they said. They went off cameras.
Now it might be different. This might play out different if one of because I was wondering if they might arrest one of the Migos people too, and be like, oh, you had a strap too.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. And put some extra charges on him, how they did. Same situation with Lil Cam.
Right.
Just trying to get information.
Right,
The nigga scaring the shit out the nigga.
Right.
Damn, that shit is unfortunate, man. That was a cool nigga, man. That was a good nigga, dog.
Yeah, man.
It's fucked up. Like you can lose your life by not even you in a situation you ain't got shit to do with nothing.
So that's a bad security situation, huh?
Bad security situation, bad hood situation. A lot of niggas not thinking.
Right.
A lot of niggas on emotion.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we all know any public place, you be very careful on how you move on your emotions because that shit gonna be on camera.
Man.
Definitely. Especially on their level. You know, niggas is filming everything. You know what I mean? Nigga ain't even gotta be filming. The nigga be filming some other shit and they go catch that. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So cameras is always out when you're around niggas like them. So, you know, you gotta move a certain type of way.
Yeah,
definitely,
man. Yeah.
Man.
All right. I just kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. I know that's a very dark type of, you know, very sad, very dark. All right. One more nigga in the news. I wanted to tap into this. I don't know if y'all fucked with this, but news broke today. Deion Sanders took a coaching job at the University of Colorado, left Jackson State. What's your thoughts on that?
Let me talk real quick. I think, you know, as a black man in coaching, you definitely need to elevate. I have no problem. You know, I have no malice about that. But the thing is, you know, it was just some people that could have went to D1 schools but didn't because he was the coach and they wanted to be a part of history. So it's like, where do they stand at now? That's what I was thinking about. Other than that, I have no malice up against the situation, but that was what I was thinking about. You know what I mean?
Skip, what you think?
I think the same thing, man. I think I would never want to hold anybody back, man. The opportunity is his, man, and I believe he deserved it. You know, everything he went through, he was flying after a baseball game, flying to be on Sunday Night Football, and you know, he was doing his thing when he was an athlete, man. So I think he has a work ethic that he could share with the people, and I think he did his thing with Jackson, you know. But shit, let that man make his money.
Definitely.
I feel like it's a bunch of niggas at Jackson State scratching their head like, man, I came here because Deion, though, like, he sold a dream, like, I'm finna transform HBCUs. To me, it was bigger than Jackson State.
Yeah.
To me, I thought he was transforming HBCUs, like making it relevant, you know, getting talent to forego going to D1s and come there and, you know, making it like popping to go to Jackson State. Like, you feel me?
But then look at this, too. Look at how much weight we gonna put on his back.
Right.
So as he was playing, so was Andre Rison.
Right.
You know, so was Bo Jackson. So was all these other athletes who were great athletes, man. At what point do we say together as a whole, we gotta reinvent the HBCUs, you know, not just put it on his back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I agree that the students who are there, that's a major letdown, but shit, they got to shine now. That's the same thing if somebody's daddy died. You know, I'm like, damn, you can't leave me now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm only
Right.
16, 17.
Right,
but
right.
shit, I got to get it together, right?
Right.
I got to do something. I got to get up there. You know, my mama moved when I was 19 years old. She said, you can't go. She moved. So shit, I was like, man, that ain't cool. You was supposed to say, you sold me a dream, but shit, I got to get out, right? And do what I had to do.
You grown now.
Right,
I'm
right.
grown now. So it's
Right.
the same thing. So, you know, I agree that we got to do something to uplift the HBCUs, and we got so much talent, and we really need to get these individuals, these black individuals in there. But man, let that man go make his money.
I feel you. I feel you. What you think, Big E?
I think you're right. You know, it actually should be more than just him. That is a lot of weight on your back.
Right.
You know, hopefully, he's shown everybody what he was trying to do,
Right.
and it should wake up some individuals to help take that weight
Right.
and keep it going.
Right.
You know,
Right.
It's
He
a bad
might bring the same energy to Colorado.
he gonna
Colorado.
bring
I think it's Colorado
yeah.
State.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might bring the same energy. Maybe niggas want to go there, but at the same time, though, I do feel like, man, you know, it's some sad niggas at Jackson State.
You think he used that as a stepping stone to
For
get
sure,
where
for
he
sure,
needed to go?
for sure. And then you know he was walking around with a, hey, shout out to that $5. And it went up.
Unified boxing champion Shakur Stevenson. That's a management by Jay Prince.
Shakur
Was
Stevenson.
Makes, and the Feds is pressing him too. Oh, he's saying the Feds is pressing the.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, it was a basketball player there too, a famous basketball player.
Okay, yeah, going back to the
Baby Dobie in that motherfucker. What's up with my young nigga? Yeah.
going back to the Jay Prince thing, that the takeoff.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on that going federal though? Skip. What are your thoughts on that going federal, man?
He said Baby Dobie, and I know Lil Johnny. Johnny is Lil Dobie.
Yeah, it's right in front of the.
So that's Johnny up there?
Yeah, that's him.
What's up, Johnny? All right. Say it one more time.
You think it go federal? This takeoff thing?
Shit, seeing how they leaving the country, it can't do nothing but go federal. You know, they leave the state. You know, once you leave the state of Texas, man, that's that's grounds for it to be federal. I don't know if they're gonna do an investigation or anything, because really that's like a murder is a county thing. You know, the county of what is that in Houston?
Georgia.
No,
it's not even in Atlanta.
Yeah, they was in Houston. I forgot the name of that county or whatever, but you know, that's really on them. But when they start, you know, getting these passports and all that, they opening the door for something different.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. I feel you.
You're right about that, Skip.
Flight risk and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he won't be going nowhere.
Right.
No bail, none of that.
Yeah, because the DA said he was a flight risk, and then they was able to prove that he's a flight risk by doing that. You know what I mean?
But
So
they still let his
bad.
bail be $2 million though.
All
That's
about
a
the
lot,
money,
though.
baby.
That's a lot.
It's all about the
It's
money.
$200,000.
Jay Prince and them got that though, don't
Oh,
they?
yeah, come on, man. That's underneath
That's
the mattress.
Drake now, man. That's
Yeah.
He should be home then.
what's that, like 200,000? That's 200,000.
200,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot for
They
us.
riding around in cars.
Yeah, that's a lot for us, but for them,
They gonna part about it though. He gonna
they
have
probably
to,
throw that in the
if
club.
they
Yeah.
get that to him, they gonna have to be real strategic with how they do that. Because they already saying he can't have no, he can't talk to him, and that's a sign right there.
Well, you know, you could politic that through somebody else though.
It's gonna have to be.
You know, a little move. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I mean, shit, they know it's all over the internet that his bail was $2 million. So they know his bail $2 million. You ain't even got to talk to the niggas. All you supposed to be doing is going up to the station, $200,000, get him out. That's really how it's supposed to go. Come on home, nigga. You know what I mean?
No. Don't ever go to the police station with 200,000. Go to the bail bond.
Yeah, okay,
man.
that's the process.
Get that middleman.
Okay,
Get that
that's the
bail
process.
bond.
That's the process. Go to the bail bond.
Do it right.
Yeah, do it
Yeah.
right.
You only, oh damn, that's right. You only go to the
Okay.
police station to put money on a nigga books. You don't
Okay,
go.
NHB
Yeah.
TV came back with another $9 saying that they trying to get a RICO on Jay Prince.
Damn.
I believe it.
Could be.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's fucked up.
Okay, now here's another dimension I was thinking.
Especially if your group is called Mom Ties.
Right.
Here's another dimension I was thinking of, Skip. I know I'm directing a lot of shit at you. Okay, look. I put this out there. Boogaloo kind of was rejecting me, my philosophy on this, but I was taking everything back, and I was like, you know, Jay Prince and them got their hand in Drake pocket, right? And I was thinking that that they might be feeling like Drake was responsible for the Migos blowing up. You feel me? So then I was thinking like maybe they was trying to make sure that they got a issue from blowing them up. You feel me? Come on, nigga. Go on, nigga. Look.
Y'all got go ahead. Y'all speaking on that.
But look,
I know I'm fasting. I know I'm conspiracy theorizing. I know.
How you feeling, Skip?
But look, so
I don't like coincidences, man.
Right. But there are
a
people,
nigga is dead.
There are people who hate on people. People who got money,
definitely,
multi-millions of dollars, can still hate on somebody. So the money don't even matter, you know. So it could be the hatred is real, man. If y'all really check, hatred is real.
You feel me?
Yeah. I just think it was just a
and the way they was out there moving around with them. You feel me? Like if you was on security detail, would you be moving around with them like that all through the?
Around with them.
Huh?
I moved around with them.
Oh, okay.
So you feel like it was planned?
Not planned,
but
maybe. Well,
in a way, that's what you're saying.
Shit happens.
I mean, if
that's what you're saying.
I mean, like. Hypothetically,
okay.
Say niggas didn't go along with it. Maybe they was like, you know how that conversation would probably get framed. You know, Drake is responsible for y'all, kind of like, you know what I'm saying.
I don't think Drake responsible. I don't think Versace was a good song, but I would give it to Uzi before I give it to Drake, because the song that Uzi was on, Bad and Bougie, is the song that really blew them up.
Well, the Versace set the stage for that.
I mean, yeah, it did what it was supposed to do.
I mean, if you an evil gangster, wouldn't you think that? If you was you know how gangster thinking.
Yeah.
My guy blew you up.
Oh yeah.
I just think
how we not eating off of that?
I mean, but they eating from so
He might
much.
He might look at QC and them like they soft though. Like he could look at them like, man, how y'all just eating off of what? If I didn't call that play, if I didn't let that happen.
You saying if you didn't let that happen?
I'm just trying to see why the feds is being involved in. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
because it would seem like, you know, I know I'm reaching, I know I'm top of
you know,
bullshit in the air.
It kind of, me personally, I think the argument was way out of pocket. I think that
right.
But
how could I get? But I could get you there, right? Can I get you there into that argument?
That's why you shouldn't even engage.
Can I get you there? I could make, you know, if I'm, you know, we hanging out and I'm, you know.
People drinking and shit.
I'm gonna tell you this.
And I know you feel like you tough. I know you feel like you tough. You feeling like you tough, so yeah, let's shoot dice. Let's, you know.
You can be tough all you want to. When you in somebody's shit.
Clearly, Quavo was. He thought he was tough enough to have that argument.
See, that's not smart.
I would never had that argument. You feel me?
With that nigga.
That's when you.
I'm surrounded by they people. Everybody got pistols. I know it. Even if I got shooters there, I'm still gonna be like, I'm not shooting dice with y'all. I'm trying to leave.
Y'all got that.
But you ain't
That's
thinking
how you
about
supposed to
nobody
handle
else,
that.
though.
Y'all
thinking
got
about
that?
yourself. 'Cause you didn't think
We'll
about
talk about this another
Takeoff.
time. That's it.
See,
And I'm trying to get my people out of here safe too. I'm thinking about getting my whole team out of here. We on foreign soil.
See, our mind frame is a little different because it's been dice games when it's a gang of different niggas from certain areas and shit, and I know how my homies is, so I didn't hop in a dice game. I sat on the side, knowing I wanted to take niggas' money, but I know the people around me how they act.
Right.
Like, that's our thinking, though. You feel what I'm saying? But
Right.
part of the situation, I think, is just a bunch of high niggas, and you know, he just talked to the wrong nigga in the wrong way, and that nigga had so many people around him on go, and that nigga probably didn't even want it to go that far.
Right.
But it's the people that was surrounded by him that took it that far. Honestly.
Especially when you're on somebody else's turf, man.
Because you got individuals, right, that's powerful in the industry. But then you got some behind the scene niggas that's really about that business in the streets.
Straight up.
Right.
Straight up.
You can't tell me when not to go.
Straight up.
So if they feel disrespected, they gonna go.
Right. I get it. I get it. I get it.
That was just a bad decision, man. Bad decision making, man.
Right.
You know, influenced by alcohol and all that into it.
Yeah.
Bad decision, man.
Yeah.
Can't do that. You
It's
cannot do that.
especially a nigga that's been on some gangster shit before. Some most of the time, them be the quickest niggas to do something because it's second nature to them. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Right.
man, this-
But why
like I
would you
said,
pop? Why?
unfortunate.
Okay, so
It's unfortunate.
why would you pop Takeoff though? Like,
It was accident.
It was
Yeah, I
on
don't
some
think he
inf-
was. I don't think he was targeted.
You what?
Yeah, because it came.
so
in
you
the back
think it
of
was
his
just
head.
bad shooting?
Bad shooting. Most of these dudes can't shoot, man.
Man, come on.
So
Yeah.
once I see him pulling out the pistol over here, and everybody start moving, I'm just blasting.
No, not the way you putting it though. See how you pointing? Like, nah, they blasting like this.
Hey,
They busting with their heads.
He ain't even
like
looking.
this.
He ain't even looking. And that's
They
what
hearing shit and moving like, you know.
And just like he just that example, I strongly feel that type of shit happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Because
You was looking and clearly could they wasn't doing
right,
that.
right. It's clear. Cause how I don't even know. I guess they know more than we know, but it's just like damn, like from the way that everybody was positioned, I'm still not getting how was he hitting the back of the head. If
Like you just
these
said.
people's in front, like,
Nah,
I
but you
don't
gotta
get it.
understand.
I don't get it.
You
Help
got
me
these
out,
people
E.
in front, but it's also these people behind.
But the people behind is on our team, though, right?
Man,
Listen, there's people.
I've been in situations,
mixed up.
man, where I got my skin taken off. I'm glad they didn't shoot. They shot me, but my skin taken off, and they behind me.
From your people,
My people.
his people.
Shit.
I strongly believe.
Man, let me
On
tell you,
partners.
I'm not gonna name them, but there's about 3 or 4 individuals from my direct neighborhood who done shot themselves.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Done shot themselves,
Hey,
Yeah.
and then there's a couple done shot others.
Yeah.
On act like, damn. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, one of my little homeboys got shot in the back. He got shot in the back, and they took him to the fire station, and he told the police, "Fuck y'all, I ain't saying shit, nothing," and he died. Man, that happens all the time. That
Yeah.
friendly fire always happens.
yeah, man.
Man, I seen homies shooting at each other,
That's
think
what
in
no
the
aim.
wrong area, and they thinking each other enemies, and they done shot at each other. You feel what I'm saying? The shit happens. The shit happens all the time, man.
Bad decision making, man.
Nah, real shit, man.
You know,
Yeah, dog. It's just
paying attention, not focused.
bunch of high, goofy
Oh,
niggas, man.
pure
doing stupid
emotion,
shit.
just
Yeah. I don't get
You
it.
gotta
dog.
stay focused, man. On anything you do, you gotta stay focused. Because it can go all bad.
But I think
At
as
any
far as
moment.
when it comes to the feds, even it's a murder, right? That just bring attention. But feds, these guys' names mob ties. They just looking at that. They looking they are organized criminal organization.
They been on Jay Prince before though.
He said
they
that,
been
too.
on him before though.
He
Like,
said that too.
Anytime you got a group of guys, man, around, and they pushing their weight, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gonna put something on you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These guys can go to church every day, but it's still a gang. We black.
Right.
Straight up.
You know?
Straight up. And we all been in court. You know how they make shit sound in court. You know what I mean? The word just mob ties in court is gonna sound horrible.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Even if Jay Prince do a whole lot of good, man, they gonna make him seem like a monster in that motherfucker,
They
man.
don't like him no way, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, they want to see us fall, man. Come on, man. You know the reality of this shit.
It's just a fucked up situation, man.
Nigga with
Cold
money.
part about it, he wasn't even there. He ain't
Right.
had shit to do.
But
Because they
Junior-
move on their own. Junior and them move on their own.
But Junior, man,
That's
like I said, Junior remind me of that movie. You ever seen that movie, Road to Perdition? You ever heard of that? Road to Perdition.
what
Tom Hanks playing a killer in that for the Irish Mafia. You seen it? You seen that
that's
shit?
a good movie. Man. Good
You
movie.
seen? So you know what I'm talking
A
about.
real good movie.
So Jay Prince seemed like the boss son type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to prove, you know what I'm saying?
Junior.
Yeah. Yeah, the way he moving out there, you know what I'm saying? And also, see, another thing is that's the second motherfucker killed at one of their dice games. In like
Oh, this was some
3 months.
Oh, that close?
Oh, yeah.
Duke the Jeweler, you heard about that?
Oh,
Remember we were
yeah,
saying that
yeah.
they were saying that Boosie might have had something to do with
they
it.
tried to put it off on
But
him.
that was they dice game. That was Jay Prince Jr. dice game.
Now, I'm gonna say this.
Lee.
And he got robbed going to his he was going to his car and they robbed him.
I can say this.
And then I think they went back to his hotel room and got what he had in his room too.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I mean, we doing coincidences.
Nah, that ain't no coincidence. That ain't no coincidence.
Right. It kind of confuses me right a little bit. I'm gonna say that because I don't, like I said, the situations I done been when I've been moved with them, we actually had a good time, and you know, so it was just a different situation with us.
Right.
But, you know, so when it come to that,
Well, maybe they sizing up your you know, maybe they sizing up your organization. Like, you know, they see you and the way y'all moving, maybe it's not a lick.
possibility, though. You know?
And then they see the way they moving and they like, oh well, he think it's a game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But if you're moving right, niggas got
And that's anywhere.
right, you know what I'm saying?
That's-
we
I'm
might
gonna
as
be
well
honest.
have a good time now, really.
That's what the whole industry.
I'm saying?
That's what the whole
moving right,
industry.
you gotta respect it.
You gotta move with the whole industry. Weakness. You
Once
can't-
we see it,
Absolutely
we
not,
it's
so
it's an opportunity, right?
Yes.
It's an opportunity.
You know, even speaking on that about 2014 or 15, the Migos was at the supper club. I was working the supper club. And one of the dudes who used to jack people actually kidnapped them.
Wait, what?
Man, people don't know this. They ain't tell nobody. The dude who used to, had the jackers out there, I ain't gonna say his name, but he always had the jackers out all through L.A. He kidnapped them and made them do a song with his son. Took him to the studio and kept him all night and made him perform 2-3 tracks with his son. It's real deep, you know what I mean? So,
Wow.
and I said, man, they didn't fight y'all off. He said, Skip, man, I told them they better not say shit. And he said all 3 of them came and they did a song. His son got songs with him. Right now to this day. It ain't going nowhere, but shit, he did what he did.
The shit we do for our kids.
So I give y'all a hint. Y'all might have seen Lil Wayne pull up one time in the Phantom, and the same dude chased Lil Wayne around the car and told him to get in. And it was three of us standing there, and we say, man, you got like 5 seconds, get at him, but we got to shut you down just for the look. You know what I mean?
Right,
He said,
right.
Just give me 5 seconds. And he went through and he said what he said to Lil Wayne. So it's the same dude.
Okay,
man.
I remember that.
So when most people get their shit taken in L.A., Everybody always call him like, hey man, you got the shit, man. Can I get that back? And he do it on purpose. What he'll do is he'll say, yeah, man, I'm gonna get it, but Skip, they need 10,000 for it. Can you give me 12? Because I need a couple. So now if somebody calling me want it, say, yeah, man, I need 15 because these dudes need 15,000. So everybody playing that game on other people's jewelry and shit, man. You know. Yeah. But he's the guy. He's that one guy. I ain't gonna say his name, man. Much love to him, though. But yeah,
it is what it is.
It is what it is, homie.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Dirty game.
You gotta be moving militant out here, man. Like
Dirty game.
Cutthroat, homie. Nigga had your own squad a part of it, nigga.
Man, it's the root to all evil, man. It's real.
Man.
It's real in the field.
All right, shit, man. We've been talking almost an hour, man.
Damn, that quick?
Yeah, man. Okay, Skip.
Yes, sir.
Tell us of your exploits, what you got going right now, man. He's a big factor out there, helping the youth, guiding, trying to keep niggas from killing each other and.
Yeah, shit. I mean, we talked earlier about Munchie B, Lil AD. Shit, we all sat down in February this year. And from February to right now, those two communities have been at war at 50 years. And from February to now, we don't have nothing.
Wow.
Shit, there was a couple writings on the wall. You know, I'm on the phone or whatever. We get it off. Shit.
At war for 50 years.
At war before both of them was born.
Yeah.
And now with both of them, and also shout out to Firebug, he's up in he had to go back to the penitentiary, but because of the relationship with Munchie, Firebug, AD, shit, all them other dudes over there.
It died down.
Ron, yeah, that shit. I mean, you know, they ain't saying that some youngster ain't gonna fuck it off for all of us.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
right.
From February to now, man, it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Salute to your processes, man.
The process is easy, man. To get them to sit down, talk, and eat.
Yeah.
Everybody could do that, man.
Yeah.
Everybody could do that.
Right.
Same thing. That's the same thing Boogie just said. Was it Pastor Owens? But that's Lil Vince's brother, though, too.
Yeah.
Even though he was a
off
sheriff.
Root Street.
Yeah, that's Lil Vince's brother. So, of course, he, you know. But that's how it happens, man. Just sit down and let everybody eat, man. Everybody eat. And shit. One time I'm sitting there, the 40s and the 60s are sitting down talking, right? That's when Nipsey got killed.
Right.
And Big U came and sat down next to me, and I'm like, man, they over there talking. You need to be over there. He said, man, let them talk. And he telling me how he done broke his leg, and he was, you know, all that. I'm like, man, you need to be over there. But sometimes I think I got to say something.
Right.
And I ain't got to say nothing at all. Just let them talk.
Right.
That's the beauty of it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Just let them talk, and they'll work it out on their own.
It's remarkable to me how niggas is really similar though. Like,
come on,
how niggas be from rival situations, and niggas be hell of a similar.
Real niggas everywhere.
They mind state, the way they think, it be very similar, but you just on different sides, and you know what I'm saying. And you know, it's amazing. And then I'm always fascinated at how when niggas go to prison, you gotta
Yeah.
You know, we
together.
We gotta.
We have to.
You know what I'm saying? But then when we out here, it's so, you know, it's so loose.
It's image. Image is everything.
Yeah.
So these dudes don't want each other to know that they fuck with them dudes. I'm sitting on the porch of a dude from 60s, and he say, who from A-Tray be coming? And I told him who be coming to the meetings. He said, man, that's my guy. Put him on the phone. So I put him on the phone, man. You would have think these dudes grew up together and was the best of friends, a family.
Yeah.
I said, nah, fuck that, man. I ain't going to put y'all together till I can get a picture. And they said, nah, we don't want no picture,
That ain't
Nah,
straight.
no picture, though, no picture. I'm like, man, y'all two major factors from 60s and A-Tray. Come on, man, don't do me like that. They said, Skip, you gonna have my picture all up in the Sentinel and all that. We ain't doing all that. So I'm like, man, but do you see how many young people will say, oh, the big homies get up? And that come from all them YA fights, all them jail fights, all them prison fights to where we ain't fighting no more, man. We friends.
Right.
But they don't want to talk about it. You know, so that was one of the things that happened when my guy Ron from 60s came home, and he asked me about Bandit from Family. I'm like, man, I'm not about to connect you with Bandit. But he said, nah, I'm gonna take pictures. That's my guy. And then Bandit said, oh, Skip, where's he at? I want to. And we started bringing things together. When they recognize, like, man, I'm not going with the image and, you know, trying to portray that I'm still this tough dude. Man, that's my guy, man. I love him. And that's when we start bringing people together, man.
See, well, we grow up too.
That's the beauty of it. That's the hard. That's hard.
No.
To me, that's hard. All my partners, I'm gonna be honest, 80 to 85% of my partners, other than the hood, are C-Rags.
I feel you.
And I don't hide being around them. I don't do none of that.
Right.
They're my peoples, and I ride with them. But it's power in that.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to start somewhere, man. For real,
Power.
for real.
And just the world as a whole is so against niggas.
Come on.
It's like it just seems so retarded. It seems so retarded, man, to just be at absolute war with each other.
And we got a
And
war
you
with
got,
them too,
and then you turn around and them motherfuckers is even more mad
Right.
than this nigga you was just fighting. They hate you way more. But you just over here wasting energy and depleting numbers.
Right.
Killing our soldiers off.
And we killing each other more than
Killing
anybody.
each other.
No, and I'm not even talking
And the
about
best
Crips
of
and Bloods.
the best of the niggas. And the best of the niggas.
More Crips kill Crips. More Bloods kill Bloods.
Right.
We killing each other at alarming rate, man.
That's funny, y'all bringing that up, because I always talk to the young homies about that. I'm like, y'all don't understand. Back in the day, I could be bored in the hood. I could go anywhere in LA, anywhere, and Bompton, and just go sit the whole day with them and enjoy the day.
Man, how you think I got 12 kids, man?
Oh, yeah.
You got 12 kids?
Skip got
Yeah.
12 kids.
He mean all
I can go anywhere, man.
I
And
feel
just stay. Shit, it's how it is,
I done
man.
stayed in crib neighborhood, you know what I mean, the 40s. I'm from Swan.
Right.
And I get down with the Nellis too, but you know what I mean? I can go anywhere though.
Right.
Because I made it up out of that, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a positive shit. You know what I'm saying? I got partners, they recognize the real. They're good dudes, you know what I mean?
Right.
They ain't, you know what I mean? They ain't playing that bullshit. They ain't gonna let nothing happen to me.
Right.
You know, over there, you know? So, it's a time for change, man. You know what I mean? As you get older, you mature. You want to get up out of that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know,
He
you got
starts-
family members from different sides.
Man, that
You know
part.
what I mean? So
Y'all don't understand that part. That's hard when your neighborhoods is feuding with your close family.
Right.
That's hard to sit on, but you just got a young man's game. Sit back and try to fix it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
New generation was lost.
yeah, we got to catch the future though, man. It's the future that's coming up, man. They need to really be on some positive shit, man.
It's amazing. Like I said, you know, I tripped off of it. Like, you know, when I went to jail just for the little traffic shit, for the driving on suspended license shit, and just seeing the structure and the separation and how serious shit was, and I was like, wait a minute, man. Okay, so really, the world is like this. This is really how the world is.
Mm-hmm.
But in out here it's more diluted. But the way it is in here is really how it is. I'm looking at the sheriffs as America. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And really we've separated hardcore, and we really need to be like functioning together. And it could pop off at any time type shit in here. Like one violation, you know what I'm saying?
And it's up.
Don't ask them for nothing. Use these phones. Use these restrooms.
Don't walk in their
Stay out
tables.
his fucking driveway. Don't touch nothing on his fucking bed.
Yeah.
You finna get DP'd if you touch this motherfucker shit on his bed right here. I don't want to hear it. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? This shit, man.
That's where they put the separation.
This is reality, though. Like, I'm like, damn. And we out here on some bullshit, man.
They don't want us to get along.
And I just don't understand how that don't translate to out here if eventually, due to your activities, you're going to end up in here. You know what I'm saying? Your activities as a criminal is going to get you here for sure.
But think about who you talking to. And then think about who E said he was talking to. The people that you're talking to are unconscious. How you gonna have a conscious conversation with an unconscious motherfucker? I don't want you to think like me. I just want you to think, but they unconscious.
Right, I feel
So
you.
they not thinking like that, man. They thinking the way that this new generation is thinking because they look at it like we had our turn. It's our turn now. Y'all done had yours.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they not really conscious, man. They, for one, I'm just gonna use Pyru as an example. They born and raised in the last 15, 20 years. They don't know that the treetop and the fruit towns are together. They don't know that the looters park and the mobs is one. They grew up in a war, so they don't know that. Man, we together. We all together, man. Ain't no separation. We all one. Blood, Pyru together. We all just one. They never seen that. They've never felt that.
Right.
So how you gonna have a conscious conversation about that when that's something they've never in their life experienced?
Right. I feel you.
Pueblos and villains, we won. I remember going to the Pueblos, man, and we'd have to fight, and the fight would never end. And we're like, damn, how many Pueblos is it? And the villains would say, oh, shit, our bad. Shit, we jumped in too. You know, because they was together. But now they fight each other.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. The new generation have not had those life experiences that we had, so they really don't know what peace is. They've never experienced peace.
All they know is war.
They only know war.
You know what's funny about what he's saying? My relationships with my crib homies, you know how that got tight? They cling to me because it's weird hearing this. I never had no beef with Bloods. This was their conversations with me. All our beefs was with Crips. Y'all never, and this was at a time when we never had problems with each other. And they was like, y'all, we ain't never had it like y'all have it. Y'all don't do that. But it's on a whole nother level now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even pull up, and I'm gonna just say I love it. I can't even pull up if I go to Anthony's and just go chill. You gonna hear Anthony's. All right, homie, from Capitol Park. Anthony's. Like, nigga, why we gotta keep going back and forth like that? We never did this.
Right.
And it's like that now. You go to Treetop, Fruit Town, you go any other hood, and you ain't from there, at the end of the day, it was supposed to be you a blood, period.
Right.
That's that young shit.
And long as you official, you never gonna have no problem. They'll protect you. It's different.
They ain't raised right, man.
Different.
Do you think a lot of this tension is behind bitches? You think bitches is at the root of a lot of these wars?
Some wars.
I ain't gonna say the root, but I've seen wars behind bitches, but I think I don't think they like the root.
Everybody want to be
of
tough.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the image, man. It's that ego and pride.
That's it. No.
Do y'all think it's a lost cause with the young
Nah.
generation?
Nah, you want me to tell you?
Talk to me.
I'm gonna say it now. We on this conversation
Speak
now.
on it, E.
I
Speak
like
on
this.
it. That's what the show about is raw.
I think consequences. We need to focus on. We had consequences when we were younger. The new generation, consequences, they don't have that.
But niggas
Shit
is
they
going.
do?
Niggas do shit and go to jail though.
No, I'm
Nah,
talking
I'm talking
about
about from their own home.
inner consequence.
Okay.
When we was young, we go do some dumb shit. We come back, we got to meet up.
Yeah.
By that weekend, y'all niggas got to be at this park or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to handle your business and understand that it's not personal. You did some bullshit. and take what you got to
So
get.
you feel like
and that kept you in line.
So you feel like the disciplinary structure is failing within the,
and I'm gonna be
in
honest,
the sections.
That's a good key.
within us, period.
That's
Blacks.
I'm talking so basically across the board in every
Yeah.
section, you feel like the youngins is just running wild and it ain't no disciplinary actions happening like they used to be.
Man,
feel
I got
like that.
I got paperwork
I feel like that.
on the case I'm on, and it says the name. It ain't retracted. The name is right there saying this is the person that made a statement. When I'm in jail in 1998, and I say to everybody in jail, I'm in the blood module, and I say, hey, look, man, this dude right here did this. And I ain't never called him on it. And they looked and they said, hey, let that go, man. He come from one of them families. You know who his daddy is. I'm like, that's why I ain't said nothing. They said, yeah, don't bring that up. That's what's happening in our hood. It's based on who he is. Forget the fact that he pointed at me.
Right.
Because Skip, you all right, you cool, but you know who his daddy is. So let that go. So in other words, he's not held to the same standard I would be held to if my name was on that.
So you talking about
Yes,
selective
yes.
politicking?
Selecting politicking.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
I got a dude from my neighborhood, probably the strongest dude, had all the fights and everybody praised him and all that, and he's that dude. He dead now, but somebody come tap me on the shoulder and said, man, that dude got on the stand on me, Skip. And I was like, I didn't know. And they said, yeah, they was hiding it. So they was hiding the fact that this dude who got major hands and got this name for himself, they was hiding the fact that in 1983 he got on the stand. He died in 93, but you know what I mean? Those
Right.
Those are the type of things that's going on that blows out the community. It just makes it no good no more, and it's foul. And if you don't do something about it, and he done told on me now, my part of the street is gonna be mad at your part of the street. It ain't even gang no more. It ain't Pyru or blood. It's my block. You know, I come from this block right here.
niggas separating
but
the block,
my
yeah,
block
yeah.
don't get along with your block. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
Man, it done got out of control, man. And you know, people on my side of town used to say, Skip, man, you done turned down. You done turned down a lot. And I let them know that they absolutely wrong. I haven't turned down. I'm completely the fuck turned off. Fuck that. I ain't turning down. I'm turned off. I ain't a part of that. I can't be a part of that.
That's good.
Right.
I just can't. I can't give my life to that.
I feel you.
You
It's
know what I
not
mean?
real.
Yeah.
It's not real. That's not how we designed this shit. Shit ain't supposed to pop like that.
Watch this.
Is doing too much.
He like one of the last generations that came from that real shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because of that, look how he's adjusting as a man.
Right.
He's adjusting as he should. As you get older, you should evolve.
Mature.
You gotta evolve. You
Right.
can't take away where you're from, but you gotta evolve.
Definitely.
And you start seeing things for what it is. You start seeing the value. You start seeing, oh shit, this is bullshit. You know, me personally as a people, I think in order to, you know, get shit straight, you know what I mean? We got older cats that's scared too, though. To be
Right.
honest, they kind of, the disconnect with the youngsters is kind of bad. So, you know, they hesitate on how much they try to create the structure. And, but I just think when it comes to dumb shit, as I got older, I got more militant. I just think when it comes to dumb shit as far as us, you know, everybody looking at us down, every race look at us down, man. When the time we gonna start looking at each other and loving each other, and to me, piss them off. Fuck it. Y'all think we can't move like this? I'm gonna show you different. And in order to create that kind of structure, consequences gotta be set.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Consequences. It's a sad situation, but it has to be. If we got this perfect, we trying to get this situation. As far as before I go, I want to see. Before I leave this earth, my dream is to see where I can go. All right, we throw this big festival in our neighborhood, right?
Right.
And we be able to go over here to the used to be enemy set, like, hey man, can y'all get y'all dudes to handle the security over here and make sure we good. This is all for the kids. And then next month we gonna come over there while y'all do y'all thing, and for y'all families, show the kids something different. And we gonna do the security where y'all can enjoy y'all families and don't have to worry about nothing. That's
Right.
the page we should be on.
Right.
Everybody else do it, and it's always. This is one thing I noticed too when it come to us. Anytime we show any type of unity, only with us. Every race unite with themselves, and it's not a problem. But when we do it, it's always a problem. If that don't show you strength, that don't show you your people are strong. Why would they get mad?
Right.
So, fuck it. Let's do what we're supposed to do as a people.
Right.
Stop dealing with killing each other over the bullshit.
But niggas can't forget these murders though. Like,
No.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that
going,
was a problem I dealt with.
Oh
too.
yeah, that's the problem.
Like-
Trying to make shit happen. They couldn't get over the fact that this hood killed their homie, or this hood killed their brother. But I had to tell them, like, okay, so think about the nigga that killed brother got killed or whatever. Do you think he wants you dying next over the same shit? And the nigga get quiet, and I knew I got through to a nigga. So that was one of the things I had to push for motherfuckers to come together. And man, it didn't. That shit only lasted like 2-3
see,
months.
I
bro.
think about shit like even in the law, there's no statute of limitations on murder. So niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is
Well, here's the thing. Every hood is going to suffer a loss. So if we don't call it quits right now, whose son or daughter are you going to sacrifice? Who's the next son or daughter whose funeral we going to go to?
Exactly.
Because we got to have dead homies in order to be at war. So who having these kids that we going to kill off in this war?
yeah.
Let's identify who they are. And for every person who say, oh, I can't, I'm still with it, whatever. Okay, where your kids at? Send them up front.
Right.
Let's make your kids front line, seeing how you don't want the war to stop.
Right.
Because somebody's kids going to have to get dead.
That's good.
Right.
That's good.
Whose kids are they gonna be? I don't want them to be mine.
That's good.
And two, as far as the, like when you do a ceasefire, right? We can't intermingle right off the top.
Right.
But what each section can do is create. Look, man, we telling y'all we got another page we on. We worried about our shit right now, but you don't go over there doing any bullshit. They could promise us ain't nobody gonna come over here and ain't nobody gonna go over there. That's one of the first steps. If we keep that going for a minute, then you can learn how to interact with one another. It's gonna be individuals that do that anyway.
Right.
But as far as those cats that's holding that grudge, that's gonna help them heal. That's holding that.
How is the structure maintained in jail?
Shit is maintained with a crew. Say a dude like me get to jail, I'm grabbing E and all the big dudes.
Right.
And shit, all right, y'all with me? And I'm telling all the youngsters, sit down and shut up. And they like, oh shit, I think I could take you, Skip. All right, come on, E and Local Mike and Martin and something. And they go like, oh shit, he got a crew. Yeah, but y'all ain't about to do that stupid shit. But
Right.
then as soon as that structure leaves and the youngsters are there on their own, the 20 and 30-year-old, now you got a
It's back up.
32-year-old that's back up again.
It's back up.
It's like, oh, this neighborhood car, or oh, this is the Groove Line with the Hoovers and the Bloods, and
Right.
or this is the whatever it is, whoever's deep in there, they gonna take over, and they gonna punch on whoever come in who ain't a part of what they a part of.
So the only way something could be maintained out here is some type of power structure would have to raise up somebody strong enough to have influence over everybody, like how the Mexican mafia kind of is out here.
That's it, man. There got to be consequences if I heard correctly.
Yeah, the consequences.
The consequences you're gonna get punched on, man.
How do they maintain the structure like that, or do they?
Oh, they do. So there's a dude in prison, man. He can call the streets and say, man, this dude ain't paid taxes. And they'll say, oh, okay. The big homie said, you off with your head. And they do that shit for each other.
And that's what it is.
So, but in jail, we ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to kill our little homies or whatever. But,
Right.
But look, if you come in here with that foolishness and you come in here trying to run phase with these young dudes, knowing that we going to have a riot within a week or two, a day or two, we don't know when it's going to crack off.
Right.
So we need y'all to be solid as one. You know, we need to be giving our extra soups and oatmeals to the smokers. Get them back healthy because we're going to need you.
Right.
You know, we need the numbers, man. So we can't allow the youngsters to run shit because if they run shit, they're going to run us into a wreck.
They ain't gonna have no program. The niggas don't want you to fuck their program up in there.
And the pictures, the program, the pictures, I got visits coming and, you know, they going to toss our sales and shit. That's where I live. Exactly. Until I'm done, till I'm going to the pen, that's where I live, right here. Or until I go home. Yeah. So the youngsters come through like they having fun, like it's a park.
Disneyland.
Yeah, this ain't Disneyland. That's where I live, man. You better.
But you see where I'm going with this? Like, why? I mean, why can't niggas have something similar like how the? I mean, is it because they country is right there?
Yeah, where we gonna run to? So if I do something stupid, goofy, I can't go back to black land. Ain't no, I gotta go to the woods of Louisiana. I gotta go find my family in Alabama. They can leave countries. They can go to El Salvador, Guatemala. They can go somewhere else. I can't go nowhere else.
So they reinforced by their country by Mexico being right there.
Man, they'll get some money together and they'll send it to the dude. Right.
Be right back in 6 months.
Right when I walked in, remember I said there was a dude on the phone trying to get $30, $40, right?
Right.
So here's the thing. So they really give up that $30, $40 and they go to that person in El Salvador. They go to that person in Guatemala. They go to that person in Mexico and they get that money and they help and support it. But if I do something stupid, I done hit somebody in the head and I'm wanted for murder, shit, how many people gonna send me money? And I'm not in jail. I'm on the run. I'm trying to maintain.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just ain't going to happen. But we out here on our own because there is no structure. Matter of fact, I'm ready to retire. Who do I go to? Who got the gold watch and the retirement check for me? You know, I mean, I done gave everything. I done went to jail, been to prison. I done did everything I was asked to do, right? I ain't never told on nobody.
Right,
and now you do your background check and say, okay, Skip is solid. Who do I pick up my money from? Man, I'm retiring now.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody got it.
and he not off limits. That's the fucked up part.
Right.
That's the fucked up part.
You're supposed to be off limits.
Supposed to be, and it's not. Like, this shit weak.
Youngster come and smoke you in a minute, man.
Just because of where you from.
And he might not be a Crip. He might smoke me from where I'm from or who I'm hanging with. A dude put on Instagram or YouTube, Skip, you better not come over here. And it was Pyru. And it's because I was trying to mix the two. I'm sitting there at the headquarters and I'm saying, man, you know, this is what we can do. And the dude went on there and said, man, you come over here, you're going to get it. I'm like, damn, if I cross the street, if I go to Louis Burgers, you going to give it to me?
It's the closed mind, man.
What the fuck?
Hey.
I've been told that on the east side too in LA. This wasn't with the one Pyru was on the east side. Dude said, man, I thought about shooting you in the head. And I'm like, damn. I said, you was never my friend, really, huh? Based on what I was doing with you fucking with them, man, made me want to shoot you in the head. I'm like, what?
Youngster.
Nah, shit. We're the same age. Wow. And I said, man, I've been knowing you since 1984. And he said, man, I'm telling you how I felt, Skip. I felt like shooting you in the head. But that's because of all the shit he's been through with that other neighborhood. But I'm like, man, we all bloods, though. All bloods.
Fuck, man.
That's how bad it got.
That's how bad it is, man.
That was unheard of back in the day.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
You shouldn't go anywhere, any neighborhood.
Like it was a time, like I know I could say if I had a problem in Skip Hood, right, I could pull up.
And get a head up.
Like, look, man, ain't no hood, nigga. I'll just come over here, get my issue, and that's it.
Get that fair one.
And you would get it.
Yeah.
Now you might leave without your life. You're going up to heaven. You know
You pull up in there.
Shit is weak.
Hey, like this nigga think he hard. You gonna come over here by your stinky?
Knock the homie out.
They don't even want to take phase no more.
No.
Pull up over there.
They can't even take ass whooping no more.
And look, and here's the thing. Solid dude, right? But if the dude who he got beef with come from that family I'm talking about, come from one of them tight families, then I'm going to be out of line for bringing him over here. Why you bring him over here to get at the homie? Man, that's a head up, man. They got into it. I don't want no shooting. Nah, well, we against him. If the homie against him, we against him.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, that ain't the way we supposed to do it, but that's how they doing it now based on,
Separation.
yeah,
Who a
that's
motherfucker is and who he related to, man. It's like the Wild Wild West in this motherfucker. It's
exactly what
stupid
it
as
is.
fuck. That shit make you like, man, I don't want no parts of this stupid shit. I
I
fuck with who I fuck with.
Hey,
My circle is who I love and all that shit. But all that goofy shit y'all got going on, y'all can keep that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up. And it was a good point he made about the consequences shit. Like, I feel if niggas had consequences, niggas were getting DP for going to go, squeeze at this person, squeeze at that person, the crime rate would drop. But ain't nobody about to do that. Let's just keep it all the way trill. So that's why I asked, y'all feel like it's a lost cause?
And it's a lot of element. It's almost seemed that way. I just keep hope, but it's so much foulness going on to where then you get these individuals that you get like-minded. Okay, we finna push this line. Mm-hmm. We know this is the positive shit. We're gonna push this positive shit hard. And then you create consequences, everything. But then you get somebody that's always a weak fucking link. That's what kills us every time. It's always infiltration on the structure.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then you start pressing that line, and now motherfuckers want to get that snitching shit coming. That's why that shit got to be eliminated.
That right there needs to be eliminated all the way.
Because that shit messes up whether it messes up the criminal aspect and it messes up the positive aspect. Because whatever line's pushed hard, even if you push on that positive shit, a snitch gonna fuck that shit all up.
It seemed like that shit, that what you were saying about the families and niggas with money and shit like that, that even override the snitch policies. Like niggas could be telling,
In some cases.
but if he was the nigga that was getting the bag, he was then it's okay. Like,
Hey, that happens.
we give a pass for the snitching.
That happens, but you can't do that, man.
But I mean, that's what's happening out here though, right now though. Like, that's
against
what's
the
happening.
rules. And a lot of people don't give a fuck, though.
Because that snitch is feeding them.
Right,
If the
right.
snitch is feeding them, then they giving that snitch
You're giving them a
pass.
pass.
Right,
Man.
right,
It's
right.
fucked up, and then that makes everybody else think they can snitch.
Right. And the snitch know who to feed, so he can be able to still come around.
And that's, to me, I put that all in the same category as what's going on in the world, demasculine men.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Because stand-up men understand the principles, they understand the consequences, they understand. This shit has gotten, everything is being, it's like the masculine men, we're aliens.
I feel you.
It's like our boy said, you got men and you got niggas. You know what I'm saying? The niggas is always gonna fuck up something, but the men gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
You gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stick together. But the niggas, they ain't like the cowboys and Indians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Men still living by a code.
Exactly. You know,
Niggas is just weird.
Oh wow.
we all fucked up, man. We all fucked up. They got the message wrong, man, into this shit. They need to go back into their roots in the deep of this shit when it first started, how it used to be, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. You notice most of the first generation of the gang members, right? They had structure. All them come from South, man. All that type of original, like man shit.
Right.
Everybody, you go to the South, them niggas, it's a lot of them real men, man.
Right.
We got away from that. We done got, fuck it, I'm on this shit. So the Caucasian lifestyle has weakened us. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
I love my country, but it is what it is. It's weakened us. We start living like we're them, and we're not. We're never gonna be them. We're never gonna be treated like them. The quicker you can understand that, the quicker you can learn how to elevate and move accordingly. The best thing we got as a people is we're able to mingle in any element. They can't do that. They can't come to the hood and mingle. We can come to the hood, talk the talk, and still go in corporate and talk they talk.
Right.
I feel you.
Come on, man.
I feel you. I see a lot of gentrification going on right now. Like white people living in it's white people to live in the heart of LA. Like come get a house and I was talking. Man, I was on 47th and Normandy and shit. I don't know what hood that is.
The 40s.
The 40s. Okay. This white family live right on the block. You feel me? The drama just go around them. You feel me? Like it just.
And you know what they could do? You know what they could do? Watch this. And I'm glad you brought that
The
up.
drama. They be
we-
out walking the dog and shit, and they going to the store.
You said it.
It just.
And we fucked up.
But a nigga go walk to the store.
Right.
I gotta
That's a
be
problem.
concerned. You feel me? I
Right.
gotta be on toe. I gotta be paying attention
Right.
and shit. But them, it's like, oh shit.
They can walk around.
Make sure you don't
Right.
don't shoot at them.
Right.
But your 15-year-old son, your 15-year-old daughter, all that
You in
walk,
the gangbang.
she
You in
gonna get harassed. He gonna get harassed by our own. But they will let
I
them
was
walk.
like, wow.
My homie said that's going on. My homie from the J said it's going on over there. Like it's like white people walking up and down the street with dogs and shit. Like,
Niggas avoid them.
Inglewood.
And that's happening in other states too.
We are big
New
as
York, nigga, Milwaukee, different states. That shit is happening. Like white people just, nigga, real estate is high. I bought a house right here, nigga.
Right.
Drama just going.
go around that shit.
Oh shit! I got special protection. Okay, yeah. I remember we fled because y'all was moving in the community. Now it's like, nigga, fuck y'all.
And that's
I'm
why
in
I
here,
say,
nigga.
I'm living right here, man.
that's why we go wrong. We don't put us first.
Yeah, it's brave.
If you could show them that same love,
Why
we
can't
supposed
we?
to be
What?
getting that love.
What? You know.
yeah.
And they always keeping the bullshit going, man. It's all about money and politics, bro. Money, power. They gonna always keep us down, man. We ain't gonna never get nowhere. Not like this. Never. You know?
Well, I hate to be having depressing conversations.
Hey, but it's real, man. It's real. What's good? It's good to have this because
It needs
I know Skip know this. You got to be very careful on the passion you talk about when it coming with us, because you can't even have these conversations. It got to be with like-minded cats. You can't even have these conversations with
You can't
y'all,
have it with
man.
everybody.
You will get man.
Can't have it.
Hey, we got 41 people in here. Get the likes up. Give me up to 30 likes, man. Y'all playing. Quit playing. Y'all listening, motherfucker. Get the likes up. Let us know where y'all tapping in from, man. It's real nigga conversation. We got SKIPP Townsend in here, man.
All right.
Tap in, man.
Like,
Hopefully
I'm
we
gonna say
get
it.
it
If I was
together,
on here
man.
saying nigga on Paru, Campanella Park, Paru, nigga, y'all know what it
You'd have about 80 likes, 100 likes. Like, oh, that's Big E, man. Come on, you know.
Yeah.
And then they would be in Nebraska doing that too. Then you'd have the Nebraska Pyrus, and you know they.
Yeah, they all.
So yeah,
man.
the ignorance
They
will go.
glorified it.
It's funny you
ignorance
brought
will
that up. I went to visit when I was young, man. Now, that's when I knew it was real. Went to visit my family in Nebraska.
But damn, I just
He
I
is
ain't
not
know.
bullshitting.
Yeah.
I ain't know.
That shit was real out there.
Not even turned up.
Man.
Right? Yeah, man.
It's gonna be this country is gonna be way fucked up.
I remember when we went to the Freaknik back in 94, nigga. We went to the Freak. Was it
Back in
94?
94.
94. We went to the Freaknik. It would be impossible to have a Freaknik now. It would be murders.
What?
It would be like mass murder.
You see All-Star Weekend and shit.
The Freaknik,
Can't do that.
nigga, it was like
Yeah.
the whole city. You couldn't even drive to know where you wanted to go because every street
These motherfuckers.
was traffic, nigga.
Everybody.
Every street. That's how many niggas was in Atlanta. You feel me? Every famous nigga was there. But anyway, I remember the homies, the homies was out there deep. it was some little niggas from Atlanta just was like, who, you know, the homies was out there doing their thing, and some dudes just walked up and was like, who are y'all? And, you know, G Weed and that nigga Optin Pyro nigga and Cameron Bonk Byron nigga whoa. Them niggas just received that information and just one of the niggas just immediately went to the wall and wrote the hood on the wall. Like he just became like he
was an honorary member.
Part of that. Yeah.
Right then, Boogaloo. I'm talking about right now, like he received it and just went and just banged on the wall like I'm with y'all, nigga. What I need to do?
Yeah, that's when it was better. That's when the days was good.
You feel me? But I'm like, that shit could not happen now. The level cause I thought about it. I was like, man, the level of beef and hatred the niggas have, even from different cities, and it come in there like that, it will be.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right.
Niggas can't even go to Texas and shoot crap. Niggas, so what's
Right. Can't get in the crap gang in Houston.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it used to be nice though. The freak nigga.
Yeah, you used to go out there for that?
Yeah.
Everybody was there,
Yeah.
man.
You went out there for that, Skip?
1 year, yeah. It was like
No
4 or 5
problem.
years. I went 1 year.
No
Yeah.
problems.
I'm
No
so
problem.
mad I missed it.
Yeah, I missed it. I was too young.
Bro, it was incredible, man.
I was 6 years old in
That was the
'95.
shit.
Yeah, I
Niggas
was
used
too
to
young.
wait for
We
that to
weed
come
and back came back bragging about it. I was sick.
Man, them niggas, they beat up some niggas too though. They did do some shit though. They ended up beating up some niggas though.
didn't
But
kill nobody.
they didn't kill nobody.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You might have to knock a nigga out here and there for tripping.
Yeah.
But
No,
we
you
ain't
get
got
to
to.
live
You ain't
another
have
day.
to smoke a
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
To
yeah.
live another day, man.
Now you got Memorial Weekend, All-Star Weekend.
tired.
Every time somebody getting
I'm
smoked,
tired of that shit.
couple niggas getting smoked. You know what I
Can't even
mean?
have fun no more, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no more good. And then they don't even realize, man, look at all the beautiful women you get to meet, man.
All that.
Not just meat, man. For whatever reason, 92, 93, 94, they didn't have no morals. The women ain't had no morals. They did the same as the dude who wrote on the wall. They like, hey, where y'all from? LA. All right, well, there's our hotel over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that come right.
Come on.
That's what the freak
Yeah,
neck was
come,
for.
come through.
That's
Shit.
why they call it the freak neck.
Hey,
Shit.
you come through, your boys come, everybody come through.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
That's how it
man.
was, man.
You
It was
know,
like-
just
It was a beautiful thing, man. It was like I don't know, man. It was some.
That's just like going to Vegas. Everything in Atlanta.
Who's
you go to
hollering
Atlanta,
at
stays
dude?
in Atlanta.
It was so up that you just hollered at bitches in the traffic. Like the traffic was gridlocked. It wasn't moving, nigga. You just get out the car and start hollering at bitches going down, walk from car to car. Bitches is going up. Everybody drinking in the cars. Like,
Everybody
nigga,
drunk.
it's up.
Show
Like
me
a
your
Mardi
titties.
Gras.
And they
Up.
raise their shirt
It's
off.
up. Like it was a special, like no restrictions on morality, nigga. It was just up
Like a
everywhere.
Mardi Gras.
Boogaloo
You couldn't
heaven.
even get to you couldn't even get to the function. It was just flyers saying everything. Snoop Dogg, Nas, Wu-Tang, everybody everywhere. Like, but you couldn't even get to that motherfucker because the traffic was so fucking bad. Nigga, can you imagine that? Every street, gridlock traffic. The side streets through neighborhoods, gridlock traffic, nigga. It was like every nigga in America came to Atlanta. The police, they really knew, like, damn, these niggas could just take over this motherfucker. We have no control. We don't have enough police for this shit.
That's why they start shutting it down.
They was
that.
like, y'all niggas can't come here no more. It's
So-
over, nigga. We can't control this shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, man. Legendary time in history. Skip, what you got coming up, man? What are you working on right now, man? If you share it with us.
What I'm working on right now is the K line that's going down Crenshaw. So
Okay.
I got what you call street team members and intervention workers. So what we doing is being an alternative to 911. You ain't always got to call the police.
Right,
If
right,
we got
right.
the right people there. We can, deal with the mental health issues, the homelessness, and things of that nature. So
Right.
I got individuals who are on the K line from Westchester all the way to Exposition and Crenshaw.
Okay.
That's a beautiful thing, empowering people who got felonies and, you know, tattoos everywhere, man. Look, so you can identify the bullshit.
Right,
I
right.
need you to work from 2 o'clock to 10:30 at night. Make the community safe.
Right, right.
We also got ambassadors. We have ambassadors at Lamert Park, man. Can you imagine? They done gave me the keys to Lamert Park.
Okay.
I done hired a bunch
Big
of
shit.
rolling 40s. Like, man, this is your park, right? Yeah. All right, come on. We got to keep the homeless out of here. We got to keep the drugs out of here. Can't smoke and drink in here. Don't let the dogs take a gangster up in here. And at the end of the night, we close and lock the park.
Okay.
So, you know, it's better than calling the police because they got the homeless people go in the bathroom, won't come out. First thing they do is call the police. The police show up just in uniform. It's intimidating.
Right, right.
Even if they don't take out the baton, even if they don't hit nobody in the head with a flashlight.
Right,
Just being a police is intimidating.
Facts.
And you know, so when I got individuals ride up, they come up and hold a conversation like, you know, let me help you get your stuff. Let me get you some water. You got to leave because, you know, they're going to put you out. And, you know, just having an intelligent conversation, man, and treating people as people.
Right.
Yeah, so that's two of the things that I'm working on right now. And I always got stuff that I'm working on with bringing different neighborhoods together, man. And I don't like to talk about it until it's 8-9 months done already passed and they,
Right.
you know, they didn't stop shooting at each other.
You don't
So,
wanna-
Right,
you don't
right,
wanna jinx
right.
it.
yeah, I don't
You
want
wanna
to jinx it. And
it.
as soon as I put it out there, somebody's out. I'm gonna go stop that. So
Right.
yeah, so
Right.
just
That's
working
what's
on
up.
everything.
That's what's up, man. I feel you, man. Do you have like a podcast or a talk show?
Yeah, so I do a podcast every other Sunday. It's SKIPP TOWNSEND on YouTube, but you know sometimes I skip a Sunday. I bring up a Sunday. You know we're gonna have Christmas and New Year, so I probably ain't gonna do nothing in a couple weeks. So
Right.
you know, but yeah, but log on to my Instagram, Second Call Wolfpack, and you know follow all the stuff that's going on
Right.
Yeah.
Saving lives out there, man.
every day.
Appreciate
Saving lives.
that though. Like, yeah, I wish more niggas was on that, man.
I wish more motherfuckers appreciated it.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, we
Good
need
point.
more people. You know, I was just in Bakersfield, and I was trained in Bakersfield off of what you did. You know, what you did in Compton after the Nipsey Hussle thing.
It's
Because
active.
of the-
It's up in Bakersfield.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas
Oh, yeah, so, man. I think they were, I mean, they're a smaller city, but they got,
Yeah.
they got like 58 or something like that, 58 homicides right now.
What?
So, you know, they going to probably end the year at about 60-something. You know, and it's just, I mean, shit, they parents hurt just like ours do.
Yeah.
You know, but I was training on you and old boy out the swamps, you know, saying if them two could look at each other and say, well, we ain't got to be friends, we ain't going bowling and shit, but can we just stop this?
Yeah.
And the young people being that influence. So, you know.
Definitely.
Fuck, man.
Definitely. It can happen, man. Stop telling you, y'all stay on y'all side. Y'all 7-Elevens and gas stations. We stay on our 7-Eleven gas stations, nigga. Just kill it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
Kill it.
Everybody want to live, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to live their life.
And that's how they start that healing process.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I got to take an OG break, man.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. You got it. You walk right through there, man. Yes, sir.
It's crazy though. Yeah, I remember when I was young, GMC, one of the homies. I mean, BossMack.
It's
you know
all
what I mean?
good. It's all good.
Yeah, y'all, that's my big homie. So
It's all good.
But I remember one of the homies, man, when we was wild. He told me, I don't like being around y'all young niggas. Y'all make me nervous every time I come around y'all. I go hard. Blood, I'm always be from the hood. I'm always feel like this. Ain't never gonna feel like that. It's like, watch, nigga.
You gonna
That
turn
day-
into an adult one day.
Yeah, that day came, nigga. I remember we was up at the liquor store on 135th. Remember when game was popping? There was about 50 motherfuckers out there. And I was only there for 5 minutes, and I felt it. I said, I'm finna leave. I
Yeah.
didn't feel comfortable.
Something gonna happen.
I didn't feel
I'm elderly.
That's a cold thing.
Nigga wise now, man. Nigga woke up.
No, it's your sister. See, when you young, people don't understand. When you young, that's why the youth is always active.
They don't
Because
give
your
a fuck.
testosterone levels are so high,
Yeah.
and you can't even control your rage.
You know what
You feel indestructible.
You know, it's a funny thing, man.
Think they ain't lived enough yet too.
Was a funny thing is when I sit back, like, I've observed niggas, like, and niggas can't see me, I be observing niggas.
Right.
Like, I remember one time I pulled up over there by that barbershop, all in the cut, that over there, right before dude got killed, when niggas used to really be up there. And I remember I was just watching, I was watching the homies move around. I had pulled up or something, and I was just in the car, and I was just watching niggas. And niggas was just looking hostile. niggas was looking so, like, I seen Ruger walk by, and niggas was looking so, I was like, look at these niggas, man. Niggas is raged. Niggas is ready to go now. Niggas is on go right now. Then I got out and went in the barber shop. And then you came in the barber shop. You didn't even see me. I just watched you walking. I was like, look at Boogaloo. Nigga see me and brightened up. Oh, what's up, BossMack? Nigga, we gotta link up. This was an early podcast game. He's like, yeah, nigga, you was telling me about another podcast that wanted you on there. You was talking about, this other podcast want to fuck with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm watching niggas, man. I'm like, look at these niggas, man. Niggas is not calming down, never.
Right. Life will do it to you.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Everybody was young though. I sympathize with it a little because I remember how I was when I was young, not giving a fuck and feeling like this the way I'm gonna be forever. Nigga, it's up. Until you kind of live more and you seen shit and you realize, this ain't really it. I mean, it's more important raising your kids and taking care of your family was the real gangster. You know what I mean? Than what you was doing in the street with these niggas. You know what I mean?
And funerals burn you out too.
Yeah, I got to a point to where I used to go to funerals. I used to look at the casket. I went to so many funerals. I don't look at the casket no more. When they open that motherfucker, I just walk out.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I
can't even look at a motherfucker. I don't want to have that as the last memory of you, frozen. I don't want to see the,
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Alright, well, shit, man. We done did like a little, almost 2 hours. Let me see.
Hopefully niggas get the message. I mean, shit. We got to figure it out, nigga, because we got worse enemies.
Yeah, man.
I just want to go back and say one thing.
Yes, sir.
It's like my boy, what's his name? Rodney King. Can we all just get along?
Niggas don't want to get along.
Yeah, they don't be wanting to hear it.
What's the problem with not getting along, though?
Man, I don't know.
It's enough for everybody, though. It's enough for everybody.
We'll be so motherfucking powerful, man.
It's enough for everybody.
We'll be so motherfucking powerful,
man. Really, if California alone, Los Angeles, period, that whole section, right? Los Angeles County, right? If they just said, fuck it, stop all the killing and stop with the bullshit, that literally would change the whole United States. Mm-hmm. That will set the tone.
It possibly would. Have you noticed that, like, whenever I leave LA and fly back in, it seemed like as the plane is coming in, you could just feel the energy of the city, the negative energy. Like you coming back into it. Like,
oh, that's a good point.
I
just said this yesterday.
You start adjusting, like, even on the plane, you start adjusting your character. Like, okay, yeah, we're coming back in now. Like, okay.
Don't blame that on the city. That's, like you said, that's my body adjusting to the energy it needs to survive.
Right.
So it ain't the city, it's me.
Right.
It's in me.
Bro,
It's in you
Have you
when the
ever-
plane is getting close.
Straight up, have you ever noticed when you're in another state, you sleep so peacefully?
Man.
You relax.
Oh,
You calm
it's some of
down.
the best sleep I ever
You
got.
calm down.
Because you don't know that bullshit in that
Mhm,
city.
exactly.
It's
You're not facing that bullshit every day, so you don't see and feel. Once again, that ain't that city. That's the comfortableness in the body. That's my body being comfortable.
But it's the
survivor
but it's
mode.
the atmosphere of the city. You have to get on that page to deal with the atmosphere of the city. Okay, it's like, say like I drive to Vegas. Once I get out past Victorville, it's like I'm in tranquility, driving through the desert. All of a sudden I feel super relaxed, peaceful, enjoying the ride. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get close to Vegas, they start going back up again.
Coming back up. Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Cause Nick, it's a small world, motherfuckers gonna know who you are, even in Vegas.
You know, start going back up in Vegas. But it's like it's an atmosphere over the city, bro. It's an atmosphere over the city.
I just had to talk with somebody about that. How like wherever I'm at, I'm always in my mirrors. But like when I get off on Avalon or Central, I'm back clutching. I'm back really in my mirrors. You know what I mean? I'm back in that mindset, bro. And just
You
like
get up
you
to
said,
speed. You get up to speed. You get up to
It's
speed.
your body in survival mode.
I take the
That shit is-
seatbelts off and everything.
That shit real. That shit
But think
real.
about
I
think
mean,
about how much stress that is
Man,
on the body.
stressful.
That's stress on
That
the
shit
body.
ain't normal,
When you
huh?
talking about that feeling and this, that's
Yeah,
stress.
yeah.
Man.
I remember
That's stress.
that shit ain't normal, man.
it was a dude out here, man. Like it was an older cat out here that knew me real good, and he went back to visit. He went back to Wisconsin, and he visited my grandmother, like when she was alive. And you know, my grandmother worried about me out here and shit. So she's having like a confidential, she think, conversation with him. She was like, "How my grandson doing out there?" He's like, "Oh, he doing his thing out there. You know, he doing all right." And she was like, "Well, what do you think I'll be able to get him to move back out here?" You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "I don't know about that. I think he's like really in tune with Los Angeles, the speed of the city. He's in tune with the speed of the city." And and she came back and told me that. She was like, "Yeah, I was trying to ask him to get what would it take to get you to come back out here?" And she was like, "He told me you was in tune with the speed of the city." And I was like, "What the?" And then I thought about it, and I was like, "Damn, I guess in a way a nigga is like, I'm reading niggas and paying attention to the environment, and you know what I'm saying?" And
It's all facts, dog.
it's weird,
That
man.
ain't living, man.
Every year I go to Arkansas where my family is, man, and I do that 2 weeks. 2 weeks every time.
Decompression.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
It's a whole nother feeling.
yeah.
As you get older, though, you know what I'm saying? You want that comfortability, man. You know what I mean? You want to be able to sleep at night. You know what I mean? You're tired of the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you have kids and stuff. You want to make sure they survive. You know what I mean? It's shit's out of hand, man. You know? But it's good to have some people out there like you, though, man. For real, Skip. That's a lot you doing out there, man.
I appreciate it.
Brother, yeah. I'm ready for all that, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, I guess, man, we like I said, we done did 2 hours. Big E, you have any
Closing remarks.
Yeah.
My closing remarks, we got to get it straight, y'all. I'm looking at this camera. Where that camera at?
If we looking straight at
Listen,
you, nigga,
man,
you looking straight into this motherfucker.
If y'all don't see what's going on now and understand what's going on now, shit is boldly being done in front of our face on social media, TV, and everything. on how we're looked at as a people in the world. So if you blind to that, just step the fuck to the side and let the real men do it. You gotta learn how to be real parents, raise your kids, learn how to be your parent. Try your best to not let them do what you. The best thing about being a street cat, you're able to raise your kids to stay away from the things you saw, the things you've done, everything. Try your best to steer them away from that. No matter how much they think they know, it come a time where, okay, when they hard-headed, fuck it, they gotta learn. But other than that, try your best to be a good parent. Open up your mind, man. Open up your mind. Because at the end of the day, shit, it's being done boldly in our face. It ain't no excuse now. If you with the bullshit, you just being on some bullshit. That's all I gotta say.
Straight up.
All right, gentlemen.
Straight the fuck up.
All right. Well, appreciate you pulling up tonight and vibing with me, you know what I'm saying? This is out now, you know what I'm saying?
As soon as we stop, it's already on the internet.
It's already been watched a whole bunch of times, you feel me? And any closing statements, Goldie, you good?
Yeah, well, you know, I want to tell the parents, these young parents out here, man, it's all right to whip your kids' ass. You know what I mean? And have them inside before the street lights come on. You know what I mean? Because, man, you don't want them to be subjected to this shit that's going on out here. You know what I mean? Keep them in school. You know what I mean? Get an education. You know what I mean? And if you don't know something, ask somebody. You know what I mean? Keep them, you know, keep them tight-knit. But whoop their ass if they get out of line, you know?
I feel you. Whoop their ass.
Hell yeah.
Skip, you got any closing remarks?
And I just want everybody to think about the power that they have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have the power to harm or to heal. So let's choose the healing process. What does it look like to heal? And let me teach my children and their children and all the neighborhood children what the healing process. Because when I grew up, everybody would say, if somebody hit you, better hit them back.
Mm-hmm.
They bigger than you, better pick up something and knock the dog shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the harming process.
Mm-hmm.
Let's change that. How can we heal? How can we teach the younger generation to negotiate, you know, and don't have to always fight and hit people and shoot people and, you know, all that. So that stress level be down. They could live to be 115, 120 instead of, you know, all these black children dying at 20, 30 and before they turn 40.
Mm.
Amen.
I feel you.
Kids down before their parents is out of order. You know?
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Hey, one thing before y'all leave, man. Hey, I heard Kanye gonna join the KKK. Y'all heard that?
Bless his heart, man. Sorry, Kanye. Bless his heart, man.
Man, that's
Are you serious?
I'm not joking, man. I heard that.
We should have talked about that earlier.
Oh, it's all
Damn,
good.
nigga,
It's all
Kanye.
good. I forgot about that.
Way out.
another mix.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we out of here.